What it is, would it be like, good people? I'm DJ.
I'm Rell, a.k.a. you cherry cloth. That mean you very soft. Gravy Mercedes, add the cranberry sauce.
I didn't tell him to say that, but we are the NASHty boys.
Killer.
Back from vacation. I'm here with my vacation
Yeah,
shirt,
we back, baby.
with the Daisy Dukes on.
Sky's out.
Before we get into today's show, bro, I feel like we should tell the people where we were. So how come we weren't around last week?
All right. I'm going to tell you where we are right now. I was going to say the area code, but I don't know it. But we were down in Austin, Texas.
I think it's 731.
We were down in the 731 doing what we do, how we do it when we do what we does.
And shout out to Austin, but fuck y'all for not believing in AC.
Son. Hey.
So for anybody who doesn't know, in Austin, there's a particular strip called Rainy Street. There's probably, what would you say, like 10 to 15 like bars and restaurants, something like that?
Yeah, it's a lot. And then like a bunch of food trucks too.
And only about 2 of those bitches had AC.
Son.
We were in a bar called the Container Bar.
Yes.
It's like basically a bunch of shipping containers like stacked on top of each other in almost like a circle.
Yes.
We were looking like we were on that good Molly.
Bro.
I'm not talking about the shit that's like cut with fentanyl. I'm talking about straight MDMA.
That real deal.
Just pouring sweat. All types of places that I didn't know could sweat had water in them.
Son, what was crazy, man, about that is it's in. So if you look at your map app, and you find Austin, that's just in the like south of Texas. Texas is already like in the south, but it's in the south of that. So you would think AC is important.
And what's crazy to me was the first day we got there was 95 degrees.
Yes.
So in my mind, I'm thinking like Florida or like Nashville, places where it gets hot as hell outside. They got AC inside.
You go in to cool off.
No dice in Austin.
Not happening.
First we went to a place called Anthem. It's like a tiki bar.
Yep.
Cool little spot. Best banana DAC
Oh, you
I've ever had in my life.
You're talking about the rainy night.
Yes. They didn't have no hyper AC in there. They were like, oh, our AC is broken. I was like, why the fuck are you open for business with no AC when it's 95 motherfucking degrees outside?
Yo, the bartender literally said like, I hope you're not hungry because we're not serving food because they were trying to keep the heat down a little bit.
The kitchen workers to quit.
Yeah, basically, you don't die back in them slave conditions.
And then, so in my mind, I was like, okay, it's weird that y'all are open with the AC broken, but I'm sure the next place will have AC. Spoiler alert, them niggas didn't have AC.
Sorry.
And we ended up asking around, like, yo, what's up? Like, is it just normal? They're like, yeah, you just get used to it in Austin. I was like, you animals get used to it. Yeah. I'll never be okay with 95 degrees and no AC.
Yes.
Now, that being said, I had an incredible fucking time.
Absolutely.
How about you?
Fantastic. So let's also do this. You know us, we from the street, so you would not be surprised about this. The night before Rainy, we went to basically their Broadway called 6th Street.
Right. Dirty 6th.
So the night we were in Rainy, what we do is wherever we go, we bring the shooters with us. There was a mass shooting.
And you think he's joking because he's laughing?
Yeah.
But like 13 people got shot.
Straight up. No one died.
On 6th Street,
Luckily.
while we were there.
Yes.
Now, we were lucky that we were on 6th Street the night prior to all this
but
happening.
The exact
but
same
we
area.
were definitely in the exact same spot where all those people got shot.
Yes.
So shout out to them. Hopefully y'all are doing okay.
Whatever. But I will say, I had a great time. The food down there, because, I love food. It was fantastic. Yeah, true. Got some barbecue, oysters. Hit it up. But I will say the people in general, they take this keep Austin weird shit a little too seriously.
There was definitely like an interesting mix of people. Like when we were on 6th Street, there was like homeless people. Like
yes.
For like not like the working poor, but like I genuinely don't know where I'm gonna sleep tonight.
And like they nap. They like in the middle of the day they'll just land there. The funniest thing was 6th Street on the weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, I believe, they block off the street, which I wish Broadway would do this, was pedestrian only. So we were there when they started making that transition, and there was a big pickup truck full of cops, some on the truck, some walking beside it, and he was just rolling down the street telling homeless people, get the fuck up.
Yeah, yo, get the fuck up.
Yeah, get your life right. But shouts out to Austin. It was a good time. I liked it.
No, Austin was definitely fun.
But that heat though.
It was kind of like Nashville, just as far as like the overall mix of people. It was also a bunch of like overpriced real estate.
Yes.
There's also a bunch of white people who didn't know how to act, like on the Strip.
Yes.
But like overall, like Austin was definitely a good time.
One of the most interesting things, I don't know if you agree or not, but was our Uber drivers.
Ooh, yeah.
Bro, we had a blood gang member straight up on one.
And not like Lil Wayne blood gang, but like YG blood gang.
Yeah.
Like, it's he was a different type of gang.
I mean, he had the flag on the fucking rearview mirror.
Yeah, it was just like hanging, let you know what time it was.
I almost fucked up. He said something. I was going to be like, cool, but I was like, I don't want to say cool. I could say boo, but then he'd think I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
Right. So you just had to like not
just
speak
shut
to
the
him.
hell up. Yeah. Then we had one guy who wanted to be a comedian.
Oh yeah, he wanted to be a comedian so bad.
Yeah, but whatever. It was a good time. Yeah. Shouts out to Austin. We'll find a new place to go next.
Yeah. No, Austin. Definitely much love
But-
to Austin.
but
it
you-
was. Go ahead.
You were talking about container store, the Container Bar earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The hot conditions.
Hot as hell.
You know what I'm saying? Feeling like the old days. You know what I'm saying? The slave days. And speaking of which, you had something to say about North Carolina, this plantation.
So in I guess in honor of Juneteenth, North Carolina was doing what they do, and they decided to put on a Massa Tales event.
Naturally.
La, can you go ahead? Can you pull up that link about the plantation? Because I want to read directly from the fucking flyer. Because y'all might think, oh, he's making this up. He's exaggerating. No.
No, that's for real.
Let me read verbatim from the flyer. That's it right there. It says, "Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home."
Can you see that?
Already the white people are tripping. Laser corrected vision.
Click on it.
So it says, "Come out to historic ladder plantation for a one-night event. We're opening Twitter."
Click it one more time. Click it
It
one more
was bigger before.
Here it is.
Okay. Come out
Then
to
swing-
historic
oh, yeah,
ladder
yeah.
plantation for a one-night event Saturday, June 19th, 2021.
Perfect
That's
timing.
Juneteenth. You'll hear stories from the massa himself, who is now living in the woods. Federal troops, Yankees,
Whoa.
have him on the run. Yep. I'm not. This is for real. You can Google this. Federal troops, Yankees, have him on the run, and his former bondsmen have occupied his home and are now living high on the hog. Hear how they feel about being freed men. The overseer is now out of a job. What will he do now that he has no one to oversee? From can see to can't see. What?
What is even happening?
It was not a smart white person who wrote this. White
Obviously.
refugees have been displaced and have a story to tell as well. Confederate soldiers who will be heading home express their feelings about the downfall of the Confederacy. Who the fuck wants to hear from Massa at a time like this?
On Juneteenth too.
Yo, this is like somebody in Germany putting on like a Holocaust event and giving you tales from the Nazis about
Well,
how
let me
they're
let you
sad
know.
that they're not in charge of the country anymore. Who the fuck asked for this?
I don't know. I just feel like if clearly this guy thought their perspective is the most important perspective.
I mean,
If you're gonna be like the supreme race or whatever, you can't be this fucking stupid.
well, it's not even like the supreme race. It's just like, who was this for? Like what North Carolina citizens were you thinking like, yo, they gonna eat this Massa shit up, son?
I know who it was for, and I can tell you what they were doing January 6th, 2021.
Were they somewhere near the U.S. Capitol?
What? Probably, yes.
I mean, because how can you come out to this event and then still be like, but I'm not racist? This is like a trap for racist people.
But
Like, cause what family who's bringing their kids to hear Massa tales? Let's hear about the suffering of displaced slaves.
what are we doing?
And overseers who don't have nobody to whip no more.
Dude, why?
Yo, I
When you
feel like-
hear stories from the Massa himself, they don't. It's MASSA. Like, it's just ridiculous.
and it's just like sometimes I hear people say, well, why do we have to keep talking about slavery? Like everybody knows how bad it was. Obviously, they fucking don't. Because you want to tell me tales about how Massa's upset because all his slaves is gone. He's
Also-
got to pick his own cotton.
Like, low key / high key, I kind of want to hear what he was saying. Like,
See, no, you don't want to hear what Massa has to say.
just out of the ridiculousness of it. I just want to see how ridiculous this event was.
Yo,
Also,
this
it's from
was-
7 p.m. to 10 p.m., so it's mad late. Why are we spending our Saturday night doing this?
Yo, it's about to be a fireside chat with Massa. Why?
Why? What the?
Like, I just...
Federal
It's one of those
troops,
things where
Yankees.
it's like, just when you think you know how out of touch some people are,
Yeah.
they put on an event like this and want to tell me about how the overseer is sad because he's got nobody to put his whip on.
Because the slaves are gone.
Like, yo, what the fuck?
How dare they get freedom?
And the thing about it is, I imagine this plantation is not run just by like a single person who was like, oh, I got this dumbass idea, let's do it.
Yeah.
I feel like multiple white people heard about this
Yes.
and was like, this is a great
Yeah.
fucking
I
idea.
mean, we were going to go to the bar and drink fucking Natty Lights, but
Now, can we talk about can we talk about how the
shouts out to
real
Natty Light, though.
how the real conversation went?
Yes, please.
Somebody was like, Juneteenth is coming up. Remember we let the blacks out.
Yeah.
let's fix their little red wagon. We're going to show them what time it really is on June 19th.
I want to know
the real victims.
Yes.
NASA and the overseers.
I want to know when this flyer came out because I guarantee it was after they made Juneteenth a federal holiday. They was like, no, fuck that.
No, it was on June 11th. Was when it got posted on their Facebook.
When did they make it?
So
when did it become a federal holiday? When did the conversation of it become the federal holiday?
The conversation was probably like a year ago. They've been laying the ground
so they probably
shit.
it was like, all right.
I bet those colors think they're gonna have a whole bunch of fun on June 19th. We're gonna show what time it really is.
And for sure, we're referred to as colors because they're still calling federal troops Yankees.
You know,
and it's not a baseball team. So
when they feel like being nice, they call us coloreds. But speaking of people who don't use the word colored, let's talk about your boy Hunter Biden.
Oh,
now why was he wilding in the text message?
So you got to give me the. I've heard some crazy shit about Hunter Biden. He's definitely that son that, you know, when you're trying to succeed as a father, you want to like push him under the rug.
He's basically a crackhead. Like
basically,
he doesn't really do anything like worthwhile. Like he just does drugs and has the last name Biden.
Can you go to article? I hate telling her to go to articles. I don't like seeing you suffer like this, La.
I need to read these text messages verbatim because you're not gonna believe he was saying this shit. Actually, no, you might believe he was saying this shit. Because basically.
There you go. Nope. Okay. Nope. That's Twitter.
Hunter Biden can't catch a break.
There it is.
Republicans is on his ass.
And you know they are.
Because basically they couldn't get him about, you know, the emails he had. So now they fucked around and hacked his iCloud.
I think it's going to be the funniest one because it's the New York Post version of the story.
Can you scroll down just a little bit to the actual text messages?
All right. Ooh, let's go.
Stop right there. All right. So this is a text message chain between Hunter Biden and his lawyer. All right. So he goes... wow, thank you, Michael Cohen. And then his lawyer flips from the bird. He says, and you too. How much money do I owe you? Because, nigga, you better not be charging me Hennessy rates.
Stop. He must have the fucking, what's his name, Chet Atkins? What's his name? Chet Hanks?
Oh, Chet Hanks.
I think he might be
What's a guan?
Yeah, well, you just
big up the youth them.
You're kind of unaware of what you are, but continue on. I'm sorry.
All right. So he says to his lawyer, because, nigga, you better not be charging me Hennessy rates. And then the lawyer says, that made me snarf my coffee. I'm not totally sure what snarfing is. Anyway, so Hunter says, I just made that phrase up, by the way. I should have nad your lineage.
All right,
whatever that means. And the lawyer says, clever son of a gun. Then Hunter says, it's wasted on you. And then the lawyer says, apparently you do. Then Hunter says, that's what I'm saying, nigga. And then the lawyer says, why are you so tan? Now, there's an image here you can't see that I assume is Hunter in blackface.
Probably.
I don't know what else it is.
Whatever. It's definitely something to deal with black people. Because, one, we already went with the Hennessy reference. This is funny.
So
Hunter's wilding.
It gets better.
Hold on. Who leaked these, though?
Come on, man. You know some fucking conservative group like hacked his shit.
Yeah,
and was
probably.
like, oh, look. He said the N-word, guys. He's a racist just like us. All right, so wait, it gets better because there's a couple more.
You tell me both sides have racists?
So another one where he goes, so they start having like this weird like existential conversation about like real love and how Hunter can't find like a woman to love him.
What the hell is happening?
But the N-word is going to make its appearance again. So hold on.
Obviously.
All right, so Hunter says, where do you find unconditional love then, George? Then George says, God loves unconditionally. Bo loves you unconditionally, who is Hunter's brother.
Right.
Says children are too young to understand what it means, but you'll show them. There are ideals of unconditional love that serve as proxies. I don't have many. You and God.
Wait. I have a question. When he says, where do you find unconditional love then, George? He like does the asterisk things like he's fixing his typo where it says, where do you? But it's the exact same way he put it. So
Hunter's not smart.
This nigga's drunk.
I mean, as I understand it, he does crack cocaine.
Hey.
So, but actually, that makes me think.
You smoke crack, don't you?
What white crackhead do you know that doesn't use the N-word?
Ooh,
I mean, I've only known like two, but they both said.
Is that just like one of the symptoms of just like?
I don't know. Maybe they feel like it gives them a pass because they do crack with black people.
Do we need to become friends with a white person we don't care about and test this out?
Okay, but wait. This is where Hunter really starts to like pontificate and get deep.
He did not just say pontificate.
He said, oh my God, nigga, did you just use a fictional character from the imagination of the collective frightened and my dead brother's unconditional love is what I should rely on? And my kids aren't children, George. Yo, he's on crack.
Talk about
that's something you type when you're on crack.
What's funny is, because, all right, the way you say it is like a normal way to say it, but I'm just imagining, I don't even know his voice, but I imagine it's like mad white.
Oh, I mean, I can switch it up for you. All right. All right, so this is George.
Let's listen to this.
My parents' love was conditioned. Then Hunter says, because he's high on crack, my penis as of late has been unconditional. That means Hunter is out here fucking anything when he's high on crack. All right. So then the lawyer goes, that's why we're searching. And then Hunter goes, for my penis?
What?
And the lawyer says, and we'll always be searching. Hunter says, it's a big penis, George. They always find it. And I only love you because you're black.
Whoa. Is he really black?
I don't know.
Because my lawyer...
I would assume not. Because if the lawyer is black, this shit takes a whole
And he just let them get off
turn.
with that? Oh, we just got some news about a weightlifter becoming the first openly transgender athlete, but continue on. In the Olympics.
So then the lawyer goes, it's so annoying when you interject frivolity. So I'm guessing the lawyer can't be black.
He used frivolity. But he is a lawyer, though.
So here's
Oh, he just keeps going with it.
Here's my question. Everybody's making a big deal out of it. Well, not everybody, but like Fox News is out there going crazy.
Of course.
Talking about Hunter Biden's a racist. Are you that upset by Hunter Biden using the N-word?
No, they're not upset about him using the N-word. It's just because he's Joe Biden's son. It's good fuel.
They're upset.
We know how these.
Why can't we say it?
Yeah, we know how these big networks work. No one's saying Hunter can say it.
Now hold up. We're gonna get to the real atrocity here. So the lawyer goes, "It's so annoying when you inject frivolity." The Hunter goes, "True that, nigga. But I'm done with my rant." Yo, son, why did he say true that? Who says true that? Like,
one
if
thing
you're
I found,
not high on crack,
yes.
When do you say true that?
One thing I've noticed is if it's not like him just being racist, for some reason, I won't say all of them, but a lot of white people's minds, like the black person that exists, is like the young black dude from 1995. True that. Oh, that's bomb. Like, no one says shit like this.
Yo, who? Like, that's proof to me of two things. He does smoke crack, and he does not know any black people.
Facts.
Like, there's no way he's smoking crack with black people still talking about true that.
Maybe his lawyer.
I mean, I don't think the lawyer is black. Let me see. Can you scroll back up a little bit, La? I don't think it says the lawyer's name, but I'm definitely gonna Google that shit later.
Oh,
I
we're
didn't
gonna
think
look it
about
up.
it. But if his lawyer is black,
what does that say? Replied.
Oh no, he's white.
Yep,
he's white. He's
It's-
white.
yep.
Okay, I was gonna say you can't have a black lawyer saying, "Oh my God, nigga," like you can't do that. Like the retainer is not high enough for you to talk to me that way.
What if the lawyer leaked this? Just he can get some extra cash.
But how? He would lose money by leaking this shit. Like, and he might go to jail because it's like attorney-client privilege or whatever.
But he's not gonna. I mean, he's not gonna let people know he leaked it.
Also, he would have to defend him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Double up.
Unless he wants to self-snitch and be like, "Oh no, I leaked it on you. Go to jail."
3 or 4 times. I ain't telling no lies. You got to double up with this.
But like, okay, so this makes me wonder. Okay, so in this case, he's getting paid money.
Yep.
If he was black, he'd be letting Hunter talk to him a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned unconditional love. My question is jumping to another topic, is if you love somebody, how far are you really willing to go for them? Because this past week, we saw how loving somebody can go wrong. There was a girl who was at the job, at the workplace, looked like she worked at some type of giant warehouse.
Okay.
And she had beef with a coworker.
Mm-hmm.
She called her man up to the job, like, handle my lightweight.
Yeah.
I need you to come handle this shit.
Take care of this.
Thing is, her coworker wanted all the smoke. Her boyfriend was acting tough. He was woofing. He was huffing. He was puffing.
Yeah.
And her coworker proceeded to put on a WWE clinic. He gave that nigga the belly-to-back suplex. He gave him the belly-to-belly suplex, like with perfect fucking force. Like he had double clutched him and just like, and it's like, for anybody who's familiar with wrestling, there's a dude named Bret the Hitman Hart. His father, Stu Hart, was famous for training people in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
This shit was like Stu Hart teaching the class. This shit was picture perfect. Like he double clutched him in the belly to back, got him up in the air, did a mid-air escape, let him go, slammed him straight on his back without hurting himself.
NASHty.
So he gave him the belly to back, the belly to belly, and he gave him like a spicy 3-piece. You know, just boom, take that with you. Don't come back up here again.
What do you do? First of all right, it's a lot of steps for me to like show up at the work trying to fight somebody. But let's just say you did make that decision. You go in there to protect. You protecting Bay. It's about to happen.
Mm-hmm. As any proper man.
You know what I'm saying?
The chivalry ain't
you
dead.
you feeling confident. You talking your shit. You done hype yourself up. You listen to fucking Pooh Shiesty in the.
Hey, bitch, come
you know
get it back in blood.
You know what I'm saying? You listen on the way there. You about to make this happen. You get there, squaring up
and get smoked.
Yes.
First of all,
What-
you can never raise your voice to your girl ever again.
First of all, she knows this motherfucker can fight.
right. You
She
knew
set you
that.
up. So what do you do from then on? Is their
I mean,
relationship just destroyed?
we got to break up because
Yeah.
I can't look you in the eye again.
Yes.
Like you saw this dude put the paws on me. You saw him like go to work. You knew he was like a ground and pound tactician. And let me come up here and get fucked up.
This motherfucker has cauliflower ear, and you let me fight him? Also, if you do stay with her, you can't argue
I
with
would
her.
not.
No, I'm saying
Because she'll
if you-
slap the shit out. No, she'll threaten to call him
Exactly.
up to the house.
You would say all that shit when fucking Jonathan beat your ass. Like you can't do it. You can't continue.
All
that.
right, here's a question. Would you show up at the job to try to fight a dude for your girl?
All right, first of all, well, it depends. So I feel like if it's my girl, I know like she has like a certain level of common sense. So if it's something really bad, I'm gonna like trust that it's something pretty serious. So I'm gonna show up, but I might show up with the cops. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like it depends on the girl, right?
Exactly. That's what.
And,
That's
like,
a big.
This is gonna sound fucked up because it's gonna sound like when
Yes.
a woman says she's assaulted, and then you go, "Well, what did you do?" But I'm just saying, if she calls me, it's like, "Yo, on 10 off the rip, like you need to come up here and fight this dude."
Mm-hmm.
What did you do? Because I'm just saying, a normal course of like a work day, coworkers don't try to fight.
No.
you.
Also, when you say that, you're also processing it in your head. Like, do I want to fight? Do I want to get my ass beat? So that's why you're kind of asking these questions too.
Well, but here's the other thing for me is like, if I'm gonna come up there and like I really am going to fight, like I think that
Yes.
whatever it is she told me was worth fighting another grown ass man for, I'm bringing a weapon.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm removing all doubt.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna show up at your job and get beat the fuck
no,
up.
no. I'm gonna be strapped with something.
Like it might not be a gun, but like I'm bringing
It's gonna be
a
something.
bat.
Yeah, I gotta have
Like
something.
I might have a pocket knife. So,
Yes.
like you are not gonna fuck me
A
up.
fucking
and leave
batarang or
unscathed.
something. I'm gonna be prepared. I don't know, man. It's just
So
Well, at least bring a friend.
bring a friend.
Let's jump that
one who
motherfucker.
will fight.
Yeah, let's jump that motherfucker.
One who will fight.
Be a witness as well.
But also, I will say this: it's been a few women I have talked to that I would absolutely not coming up there. This is
that's the test.
this
of
is
the
my
relationship.
out. Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you, La, have you ever asked a dude, or would you ask a dude to come fight another man for you?
No.
Wow, impressive.
So you would do the smart thing and just walk away from the situation.
I would just walk away,
You-
or I would try to handle it myself.
You would call the Yankees, the federal troops, the police,
It's
No, I was like,
it's a
what?
plantation callback, but
the HR.
oh no.
HR. I would call HR.
I'll call HR.
Well, it's one of those things that always makes me wonder, like, because to me, I'm always thinking about like de-escalation is like the first priority. Like I
Right.
feel like we shouldn't get to a point like if you got a woman and a man at the workplace, it shouldn't get to the point where she has to call her boyfriend to like come fight for her at work.
I will say
If
that though.
anything, I would call the police first because
Well,
police say.
well,
'cause
even before you get
you
to
would
police,
ask, you see how you're gonna ask me a bunch of questions like, well, I don't have time for this. So
But
if
I
I
will
feel like
say-
I'm in danger, I'm gonna call 911.
But I will say I think it's two ways you're getting called. One, you have a messy girlfriend, and that's just clear.
right, she could be the problem.
But two, you might have a real like just good girl who just you her hero. I guess
But here's
I'm
the
not
thing
gonna lie.
to me.
I don't actually know the story. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, but
Why she called her boyfriend?
she didn't really give a rationale. Like the video is just like she's there and she's trying to stop the boyfriend from fighting, but he's already there.
Yes.
And then the coworker is like, "I'll fuck you up like right fucking now." Like he starts throwing all types of gang signs and shit, which should have been the first sign of maybe I don't want to do this shit.
Okay. Also, if it's a gang member, I'm not trying to show up.
He looked like he could have been a gang member.
If you throw
but
if you throw up signs to just a regular ass woman,
but he also had 3 other coworkers with him who were clearly on his side. So I feel like even if you would have got the best of him, you were getting stomped out when it was over.
Yeah.
Like you weren't leaving with no marks.
so basically, like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. But I'm letting you know right now, this is basically over with.
Did he come in hot? Like, what do you like?
So
just
when the
come
video
storming in
when
for
the
a
video
girlfriend?
starts, the boyfriend is like woofing at the dude, and the dude is like, "We can fucking fight. Like it's cool.
Yeah,
Like, we can do it."
He was with the shits.
And so that's the thing I also wonder about is like, what type of workplace is this that like let shit get to this point
I was
where
just
like a man and a woman
I was
potentially gonna fight?
I was
and
just
you gotta
about to
call a
ask,
boyfriend?
like, where's this happening?
Is this a business? Is this
It
during
looked
business
like- it
hours?
looked
Like an
they
Amazon
were-
warehouse? What's
Well, they
going
were
on?
all wearing like bright green like uniform shirts, and they were behind a giant building that looked like some type of warehouse.
They work
so
at
I
Cricket.
assume they were some type of like warehouse workers, and they got into some type of beef.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is, short of the dude putting his hands on my woman, I'm not coming up to your fucking job to fight somebody.
Did he touch
you
you?
doing?
Did he touch you?
No, call the cops.
Yeah.
Leave.
Where's
Come
your
home.
Where's your
What are you
manager?
doing?
Call your boss. Get that fucker out of there.
And because it's like, don't get me wrong, I get that we making jokes, but for me, it's like, imagine all the wild shit that can happen like once I come up there.
Yes.
Because I'm talking about de-escalation, but the second the boyfriend shows up, shit has now gone to another level.
Also, the fact that I don't know how that business is set up, but are you trespassing? Like, what's going on? If you just show up,
Yo, they could press charges against me.
Yeah.
You could lose your job. I could lose my fucking job. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what is it that this man did that was worth me coming up here?
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine they thought this through, or do they actually ever think like that?
I mean,
Actually know
also,
the facts
if it's
rolling
people like
through.
fighting on the job, this is definitely not your higher end
I'm
employment.
just saying, it's like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
they work at a warehouse,
They were
it's like, I'm
definitely
getting paid
hourly workers.
$11.75 an hour. I get type.
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
God, look at poor people fighting.
Kind of on topic. I know it's not on the list, but did you see the
They're such
video
animals.
of the dude? This is another time I really start feeling bad for women. The guy was coming up. These girls were sitting on the patio, like drinking or whatever, and he came up trying to holler at the girl.
Oh, I think I saw
You
this.
see that?
Yeah.
And they were basically like, "If you don't get the fuck out of my face," to him, and he did not take it very well.
No, but
She was nice about it.
No, she wasn't. They were calling him all types of broke ass, bitch ass. You embarrassing yourself. Blah 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 blah.
That's nice to me. Don't step up to
and so
That's
and so
they didn't throw a drink on him. That's nice.
he did what he felt like he had to do. You know, he
Pop the
went,
trunk.
popped the trunk,
I pop the trunk on your
and
bitch
came
ass.
back shooting.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is gonna sound like me being like a victim blamer again. Don't get me wrong. You should not show up with a gun because you got rejected.
You victim
But at
blamer,
the
son.
same time, but listen.
I know what you're gonna
follow
say.
me. You can't underestimate how crazy somebody
That's
else
the problem.
is. It would be one thing if a dude tries to holler at you and you're like, no, not interested. I'm cool. I'm good. But once you get into the broke ass, bitch ass, blah, 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 then you start laughing at him with your girls.
You instigating it.
His pride is hurt now.
Yeah.
And when a dude's pride is hurt, you never know what this motherfucker might
When
go
a
do.
crazy dude's pride is hurt, you're really
this
in
shit
trouble.
is on.
and most people, a lot of guys just like take it and like, fuck, yeah, that sucked. I built my nerve up to try to go holler at these girls, and
Now, to be fair, I haven't been this dude, but I've been around dudes where the girl literally is just like, you know what, I'm cool, I'm not interested.
And they
It's
still
like,
go too
fuck
far.
you then, bitch.
yeah. No, for real.
Like dudes will like when a dude's pride is hurt, like they react in like the wildest ways. I didn't even want your ugly ass anyway.
No.
I like your friend better.
I was just gonna say one of the funniest things I heard. This girl was telling me that she was out in Midtown, and can you believe there are crazy people in Midtown? Stupid.
Shocking.
And apparently, like some dude tried to holler at her, and she like politely let him down, and he was like, "Them brown shoes don't go with the outfit anyway." I was like, "That's kind of a bar."
That's a very specific diss.
That is a bird.
That's a
That's
bar.
like some hurtful shit
That
to
is
say.
bird. I make that insult all the time.
yeah.
So, La, have you
Belt does not match your shoes.
Yeah. Get the fuck
have
outta
you
here.
ever been a little too harsh rejecting a dude?
I don't think so.
I guarantee she has.
100%.
I
Laws
don't
up
think I've
front.
ever. Maybe I am very upfront. If I'm not interested, I will tell you. I don't have to make a lie. It's like I have a boyfriend writing over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
La was like, look at you and look at me.
I'll say this.
What are we doing?
Better
I will
question.
say I've never had anyone like react terribly. I don't think
Like aggressively
like
towards you.
very aggressive.
I will say this: have you ever felt nervous or afraid to turn someone down?
no.
Oh, this is about to
Okay.
be dark.
But no, actually, no. There is like I have seen because I was with a friend, and my friend is very like sociable, friendly, and I think she was intoxicated. And
So she was asking for it. Go ahead.
well, not even was like necessarily asking for. We were just walking down the street. There was three of us, and this guy like stops. Was like, "Hey, I think I know." Like this guy, and he's like, "You went to Jack's or something like that." Anyways,
Mhm.
Okay, but was
they
he
were
right?
trying to. They were trying to. He was trying to, find some common ground. I think he's like, and both these guys grew up in that town. I was like, I don't think he went there. I think he's just lying and making things up. Anyways, I was getting sick of this conversation. We're supposed to be leaving because, like, I want to go to the next bar.
Right.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, let's make some
And
moves.
so I'm walking away with the other friend, and she gets stuck behind, and like she's kind of nice. She's trying to like politely say no, but he kept like following her. He's like, "Hey, let me get your
Oh,
number."
he was being a creep.
He was
Not
being
getting
a
it.
creep. And then like she's like, "No," I was like, "I'm walking back." I was like, just like, okay, enough is enough. Like I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And so I'm going like, and I see what he's doing, just kind of like, no, and like she's like, now she's getting uncomfortable, and she's drunk, and she's like, no. And I just politely, so I didn't like make him mad. I just said, it's like, I don't think it's working. No, goodbye. And I
Yeah.
like grabbed her and walked away. And I think the issues, like, with difference is like, don't turn around, like, just walk away.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she was just trying to be like the going back and forth. It's like,
Yeah, don't do it.
Like, no, it's like,
Leave.
just leave and walk away,
Yeah.
turn around, and don't look back.
You can't engage.
And guess what? He did not follow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all you gotta do.
I think definitely like for dudes, if a girl says no, like that should be the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, we've all gotten like rejected before. Like
Yes.
that shit sucks, but it ain't the
I
end
think
of the
most
world.
people have heard the saying like the worst thing you can get is a no. So once
That
you
is
get,
not the worst thing you can get. Because if a girl goes, ew, that's worse than fucking no. That is way worse than no.
no, son, I'll take it. You.
People
Nuh-uh.
are so mean.
I mean, I've never gotten an ew, but I've seen. dudes
Yeah,
get
that's
an
true, that's
ew,
true.
And it's not. It's
All right.
It's hurtful.
Ain't nobody saying ew to our faces. You know what I'm saying? So the worst we can get is a no.
And well, but the thing about it is, like they could have just said no, but they wanted to put him on
Yeah, that's
camera.
yeah.
They
Make
want to
him
be
feel
like,
like a
aha, you broke, you ugly, blah blah.
That's
blah,
where you
blah,
fuck
blah.
it up.
She put
Put it on camera. Yeah, they record.
Yeah,
That's how we
there's
know
a
about
video-
it.
That's how we know because there's a video of it. Because then he comes back with the blicky.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Who you saying no to?
Yeah.
And so he shot that whole shit up.
Yeah, that's why you don't do that. So you prevent crazy.
That's
people
what
Yeah,
I'm
from
saying.
going
You don't tempt people
Yes.
like that.
To be fair, I do that with girls.
You shoot at them when they say no.
No, I'm very polite. But the funniest, all right, go back just real quick back to Austin. I thought this was the funniest thing. I think you were at the bar like getting drinks, and this girl comes up to me, and she's like, "Who? I want a drink." I was like, "Well, the bar is right here."
I bet you do.
She's like, "No, I want a free drink."
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm like, "Oh, so you want me to buy you a drink?" She's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "All right." So I was like, I'm an honest person, so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to buy you a drink. And when I said that, she said it with me. She was like, you're not going to buy me a drink. And it was the funniest thing.
He was definitely drunk.
Yeah, she was like, oh, I respect that so much. I respect your honesty. I was like, that's cool and all, but I mean, you're going to get your own drink. I'm not getting that shit.
Yeah, it's like it's not that charming, and I'm still not buying you a drink.
No.
So you can go ahead and leave now.
You out of your mind. Get the fuck out of here.
But I just think I don't know. I feel like, yeah, we laughing about him like shooting up like the fucking patio at the restaurant. But like people should just in general like be nicer to each other. Like if a girl rejects you, that's it. Walk away, playboy.
Take it.
Were they
There's
young?
like 8 billion more of them. You can only see like one of the girls because the one who's videotaping, like you
Yeah.
don't see her face. They look like they were probably mid to late 20s.
I'll say, yeah, probably somewhere around
Were
there.
they
relatively young.
privileged?
I mean, they weren't fine enough to be acting like this. Like, if I'm being honest, they weren't.
Yeah.
Like, they were not prizes.
Also, could it be, we didn't get to see their faces very well. Maybe it's that they were probably fugly and they're not used to being able to turn people down. And this dude did look ridiculous.
That's not how that works.
I
If
mean,
you're fugly and you treat someone like that, you're just a terrible person.
Okay,
No, I mean,
of
all
course.
this-
But they're so
Well, no,
used
but
hurt
we
people, hurt people.
I think they think they're fugly and they think they're hot shit in their hometown.
That's what I'm saying.
And so
No,
they're like
that's-
out and
but that's the
about.
problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Instagram has 4s thinking they're 8s, and that shit is an epidemic. It's a problem.
I, to this day, know for a fact there's some faces on Instagram that I have never seen the real version of because it's always like the filtered version where these eyes look like anime characters.
Fucking Facetune, all types of filters.
Like, how do you not have pores? Like, you gotta, your face has to
Yo,
have like one
I've seen
pore.
a couple pictures on Instagram where I'm like, I've never seen skin this smooth in my
Yeah,
fucking
that's just
life.
impressive.
Like this, girls are becoming like Photoshop experts like through the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can do shit to photos that like professional graphic artists like cannot do.
I can't do it. I'm great at Photoshop.
And like
I
I've
don't
seen,
want to waste my time doing that.
Yeah.
Just because, like,
too
I
much.
use that filter.
Also, like, if you're going to meet someone in real life, you don't want to.
yeah, but some of them just want that like artificial crutch of like, oh, I got 100 likes on.
Oh,
my
so it's the
photo,
likes.
So I'm a bad bitch now.
All of the likes, whatever.
But all right, so speaking of bad bitches,
Mm-hmm.
sort of, my boy Jeffrey Toobin is back. So for
You
anybody who
mean-
doesn't know,
Jack him off tubing?
hey, big tubes, double entendre, and don't ask me how.
Yeah, he was tubing.
He was the dude who was playing with his tube on camera at work, unfortunately.
Jackety Jack.
So he was like a senior legal analyst for one of these news outlets. It was like the New Yorker or the New York Post, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they were on a Zoom meeting and they took a break. So Jeff was like, okay, word, I'll
Most of
holler
them
at
took a
y'all
break.
in a half hour after the break was over. So that laptop was like in front of him. He had another laptop off to the side where he was having Skype sex with some girl. So, all right, so boom. So work laptop is here.
Yep.
Cool, I'm going to holler at y'all in a second.
All right.
Turn this way. What's up, bae? Out comes the dick. And he's out here, doing what he does. But the main computer could still see him over here with bae on a secondary computer. So apparently, like the sound was off, but people were like screaming, "Your dick is out! We see your dick! Put your dick away!"
Tubin, no.
And he didn't realize. So after he, finished what he was doing with Bae,
Right.
that they could see him, and he immediately just closed the laptop. So obviously he got fired, which is what should have happened.
Yeah.
But now they got him on this bullshit ass like apology tour.
I watched the apology.
Yeah, he was on CNN. He was talking about how, I'm in therapy now. Why? He played with his dick.
There's no reason to be on therapy.
Yo, I don't know nobody with a dick who doesn't like to play with it.
Yeah.
He just played with that shit at the wrong time.
Exactly.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm also doing community service."
Why?
You played with your dick.
Yeah.
What? You getting involved in community, serving others, is not going to make you want to stop beating off.
And then I clean out these fucking dishes. I feel like I won't jack
Guys,
off.
I'm totally over Skype sex now. I don't know
I
what's
can't
going
do
on
it.
with me.
I'm a better person now, and I will never do it again.
And they got him doing all these apologies.
fire
He
trucks.
was like, "My behavior was inexplicable." No, it wasn't. I can explain that shit. You were horny.
Yeah.
You pulled your
Here's
dick
the
out
problem.
and you beat it.
That was his only problem.
It was just timing.
Don't have another computer open if that's what you're going to do.
First of all, this was some real amateur hour shit. Because anybody who's been on a Zoom meeting knows there's a light next to the camera on your laptop. When the light is on, motherfuckers can see you.
Bro, also, timeout. So the fact that he had like the Skype sex already set up, so he was like working while that was just.
Oh, he had that
sitting there
shit
waiting.
on deck.
He was just. That's
He
how.
was like, "Wait till these niggas take a break.
Either
I'm going to beat my dick like it owes me money."
Yeah. Either you just mad busy.
I mean,
And this is the only time I can fit this in. As soon as this is over, because I got to go fly to fucking Tulsa. I don't know, but I don't know why I said Tulsa.
What the fuck is an OKC?
Nothing. Okay. OKC is a whole different city.
Well,
That's true. I didn't want to correct you.
Because y'all know so many cities in fucking
I
Oklahoma.
already told you about Timbuktu, bro.
I know like 3 cities in Oklahoma.
I only know 2.
I know Norman, because that's where Oklahoma State plays.
Yep.
I know OKC because that's where the Thunder play.
Yep.
And I know Tulsa because
It's the capital.
it's not. I was gonna say I think it's the capital.
It's the capital.
But anyway, the man just he masturbated. Like what? I don't understand. He was like, "Oh, my behavior is inexplicable." No, you beating off. We all like beating off. You just did that shit.
Okay,
at the wrong time.
I will say the only part that was inexplicable about it was doing it while the other computer was open.
He's just not tech savvy. Like
Yeah,
that's his
that's it.
only fucking crime is not being tech savvy. Had they gone on a break and he just shut the laptop, nobody would have known what his kinks are.
You know how horny you were for like the meeting to end, and you immediately just turn over and get the fapping. Like you didn't take your time to close up the laptop. You were just ready to get to it.
Work when we go on break.
Yeah. Oh man, like this whole time, this lotion been in his hand. I have been waiting.
Yo, he might not have had pants on the whole time he was doing the meeting.
Probably not.
Just bottomless.
I'm pretty sure in the video there was no point of him like going like this or nothing. He was just like,
he was just like, "Oh, it's time."
Was he the host of the meeting? Because usually when a host ends the meeting, it shuts everything off.
That's true.
He
That's
wasn't
very true.
He wasn't the host. It was
He
the
just
New
forgot to
Yorker or
close it.
the New York Post, whoever he was working with. He was there, like I said, senior legal analyst, and they were having a meeting about some story. And they took a break, and he was just like, "All right, well, I'm gonna have some fun."
Oh.
And he just didn't, I guess, close out of Zoom all the way, because if you've been on a Zoom meeting before, you have to hit the button like 2 times, like fully close out. He
Are
might
you sure
have
you
just,
want to leave the meeting? Kind
right,
of.
right. And apparently he didn't say he was sure, and stuff happened.
Or, all right, we know when you're like mad horny, you're not thinking super straight,
Oh no, not at all.
right? So maybe his horny mind thought, because there's probably some girls in the Zoom meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
He probably thought I was gonna show them what I'm working with. Like,
Well, but here's the thing, right? Like as a dude,
it
like,
didn't work out that way.
now, La, you might not be able to understand this, but I'm gonna give you some cold hard truth. No pun intended. As a dude,
Warm
can-
hard truth.
as a dude, sometimes you get so horny that all you can think about is how horny you are and how you're gonna get off. Like literally, you cannot think about anything else. Like just by any means necessary, you're gonna have this
I think
orgasm.
that's just like the
No,
male.
I have a great way to explain this to you. You know when you're dreaming and you're flying, and it makes sense that you're flying. No big deal. I can fly. I'm a flyer. But when you wake up, you can't fly. That's when you come to your senses, basically.
Post nut clarity.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. Like, oh,
Well, yeah, because you release all your endorphins.
yeah.
But it's just like it's hard to explain. It's like
I feel like
Literally-
it's just that males do that. I mean,
literally like you cannot think of anything else. Like I'm gonna have this orgasm and I don't care what I got to do to get
Your
there.
real just cave.
Like I can't. I can't tell you like how many poor decisions I made in my life, like because I was horny.
You basically go R word.
Well, you also have a physical thing that happens to you. So also,
Well, but it's not even just that. Like you're not necessarily like rock hard the whole time. It's just like
but it's almost
I'm
like
just
I bet you you're
horny.
super horny and you accidentally touch yourself or rub against something. It's gonna. Come
Oh yeah,
up.
I mean, especially like when you're younger. If you're like 13, 14, like the wind blows the right way and like it's on.
Son.
But it's like you know what it reminds me of is like the way men get so horny that some men are judgmental about women in terms of like how many people they've had sex with.
Mm-hmm.
If women only knew the types of women we have had sex with, where it's like, because again, you get that like tunnel vision where you're so horny, it's just like, look, I got to bust this nut. Women would be judgmental
They'll
about
see the tunnel
the
vision.
places we have put our penises, because we've all got a few skeletons where it's like, yo, I don't even have an explanation for like why I did that.
And them skeletons may have a lot of meat and bones on.
Son,
Well, it is bones, but
son,
a lot of meat on it.
hey, it's some skinny ones I ain't proud of. Where it's
Yeah.
just like, ugh. Like, looking back, it's like, yo, I was tripping that day. I really was tripping.
Bro, the college years are just weird.
Like I'm not gonna self snitch, but your boy's done some things. I have done some things.
As you know, I have not said a lot over here. I'm just gonna
Yo, hey,
wait
hey,
for the next
ain't
topic.
no room for judgment on this couch right
That
here.
is true. I don't have a law degree, so I'm not here to judge anybody.
Right?
Feel
Hey,
me? This
hey,
is
we all been down bad and just
yeah.
anything works. Like it just.
Damn.
Ugh.
Again, you have that vision. It doesn't even matter.
But moving on from like the filth in our collective past, you wanted to talk about why women need to stick together
Yes.
before
I
we
do.
get to the prolific 21 Savage. Explain.
I do.
Women.
I do. I had a real big reason, but I'm just gonna give you my overall theme and why I think women need to get together. Because as we know, I think what it was is.
What do you mean by get together?
Let me get
Uh-oh,
there.
this ain't gonna go well.
Wow.
This ain't gonna go well.
Holy shit! Don't you have to be somewhere?
Lots
No,
of
I know,
times
I know.
it's funny how.
No, I'm just confused. Like, what do you mean by
Well, let
get
me get
together?
there. Let me get there.
Like, go hang out.
Hold on. I'm just getting on the on ramp. Let me get rolling.
Put your signal on.
Excuse me.
Put your signal on.
Hell no.
Okay.
Got time for that from the streets. So basically, what it came down to, I think I heard a girl say that all I have is guy friends, and I thought to myself, I hear a lot of girls who say all I have is guy friends.
Because women are catty.
They don't get along, right? Most of the time, they always just the little things. I'm speaking from a male. Just
Yo,
things I observed.
okay, before you go any further,
This is my point of view.
I started with victim blaming. Are you sure you want to continue shitting on women?
I am not shitting on women. I'm telling you why they need to come
Okay.
together. How's that shitting on?
All right.
See? Let me get there.
All right. Go ahead.
I also realize it's 2021, so you can say one thing and it's gonna sound terrible.
Here's some more rope. Do what you want with that.
Oh,
Go
let
ahead.
me pull that shit. So basically, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying they have to be best friends with each other, but if they weren't so not crab in a barrel, but
Shitting on women.
am I shitting on women?
You just called
You
them all
have.
crabs in a barrel, but go ahead.
I hadn't even know where you're
What
going
I'm
with this.
Oh, all right. Let me just get
He
to
doesn't know where he's
get
going
get
either.
to the point.
it. Girls
She's
need
already
to work
upset.
together. They could, if no shit. Am I wrong? Do they not need to work together?
I can't endorse any of these statements.
You know how many problems would
What do you
be
mean by-
resolved?
Work together.
Not be against each other all the time, not attack each other all the time.
This is never gonna work. I agree, but I can't. This ain't gonna.
That's why
work.
they need to. I'm not saying they will. That it'll happen.
What you mean by
telling
they?
you. I'm talking they as in women. So
Can you provide examples, please?
yes,
Because like what you're saying,
Male chauvinist.
I've seen. All right,
I'm
let's say.
just really
Let's say.
confused. Like you just think that all women are catty, which is fine. But
I don't think that.
Which is fine. I want you to know she
mean,
doesn't
I don't
think
think
it's
that.
fine.
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
it is,
Anytime
but
a woman
it's
says,
true.
which I think is fine.
But it
But-
is true.
Hmm?
It's true.
I
Does it
told
need-
you he was gonna shit on women.
I'm not shitting on women.
But also, guys do this weird thing where they're so insecure they can just look at guys like that motherfucker is a douchebag. It's like you
Yes!
haven't spoken to
I mean, wait,
him.
time out. But sometimes we know.
Yes.
Like sometimes it's just like I can smell it on them.
Well, I can too. But we also try a little bit harder. We're a little more empathetic, and some women are so. Most of us are very insecure,
That's true.
and so that's why.
Because the patriarchy has made them that way.
Yeah, so
I
we
need you to
always,
answer for
always.
this.
That-
we're
and that's
always
what I was
pinned-
talking
we're
about.
always-
Why would you do this? to
And
women?
that's what I was talking about. It's the patriarchy. It's not women.
We're all.
It's society itself because it sets it up for women to think they have to be a certain way. You don't have to
We
be a
were
certain way. You just be
property, and
yourself.
so-
nice,
we
nice
were-
cleanup job.
Yeah, we were.
Well, I was
also-
getting there.
Wait. If you really,
I
wanna
was
flip
getting
it-
there.
If you really want to flip it, she just said they were property. We were property.
We Oh, we're property. Look at us.
Juneteenth was like 2 days ago. We were property.
Look at that. We were all propertized. And think about it.
You're also talking to a colored
look.
person.
Yes, but think about it. P. Diddy been doing this black excellence shit. We need women excellence.
P. Diddy's been robbing black people for 30 years.
Yeah, but still he says black excellence, so it don't matter. And if women starts getting on some women excellence shit, instead
Can
of
I-
just
can
not
I-
just all right, Yas Queen was a good start, but we got to take it to the next level.
Okay, but can I try to clean up what I think he's trying to say?
Yes, because
Yes, please
Okay,
do, because
okay,
Terrell
so
is
some-
really good about rounding the bases,
So-
but never
some-
fucking
some-
going
Hey,
to
hey,
fucking force.
hey,
Sometimes women, and rightfully so, feel like they're treated
rightfully
like,
so. Look at him pandering ass.
Sometimes,
so.
excuse me, I read at or above grade level, so I know a couple of school words.
It's not even that. It's just that you try to pander. I see.
Okay, what I'm saying is women sometimes think, rightfully so, that they're treated like second-class citizens. What he's trying to say is that if women could work together, they can make things better for all women. But unfortunately, it seems like oftentimes that women can be like catty with each other, have these like perceived competitions amongst themselves that keeps them from truly working together and, getting their just due. That's what he's trying to say.
I feel like
He said it in the worst way possible,
He
but I
did.
feel like that's what he was trying to
I feel
say.
like the Barack Obama skits from Key and Peele right now. Like my translator has hit y'all with.
But at the same time, I feel like you could say that same thing for pretty much like any group. Like,
That sounds like it's any
if black
group.
people work together, it's on and popping.
No. Well, the reason I say that women need to get together because
He should
it
stay out
doesn't
of
just
women's
benefit.
business.
It doesn't just benefit women. It benefits the world.
But how so?
Heal the world.
Well, even if we
make
what
it a
you're-
better
shitting on women.
place.
What you're trying to say.
Sometimes I feel like.
what major difference would there be?
Sometimes
because men also
Equal pay.
we're all very
Equal
primal.
pay. Straight up.
Yeah, I like that. And
You know what I'm
just
saying?
Kind of make it to a point where but we
Because
also, as
it's
women,
no reason for it in 2021 for us not to have women being seen as equals. You know what I'm saying? Is that right? Is that wrong?
So, but here's the
is
problem.
that shooting down women? I mean that though.
And this is the part where it's gonna sound like I'm shitting on
And I'm
women.
saying if they like, it's a thing. Like 30 sticks together stronger than one stick. You know what I'm saying?
what the fuck is he doing?
You know.
Well, I will say this,
He's telling us
but
about
the
fist
thing
versus
is,
fingers.
but the thing is with men, we all like back then. We all you guys have a
You
thing
guys,
where you
this ain't
guys.
gonna go well.
And I'm not saying men
But
are
you
in
already had
a
to
great.
be
We are.
We have
the
wars
top,
and all this
the
bullshit.
breadwinner and all this other stuff. Like you already had that kind of personality. What society has brought. Like with women, you got your feminists, your strong feminists, and then you have your Betty homemakers.
Yeah.
So trying to get everyone on the same page has been the struggle because there's some women who don't believe. It's like, well, I like my role.
Yeah, very
I like,
traditional.
just like very traditional. I like my role. I'm not unhappy. They do all this stuff, and so they see like the top liberal women who are just like, you need to fight for. Was like, I don't want to, kind of thing. Like I'm okay
Yeah.
with
So wait,
what my
I-
life is, and
I
so
have a
like,
question. All right. So this word might sound like I'm shitting on women, but do women really want equality? Like, do you really want shit to be equal, or do you just want shit to be better for women?
Ooh.
I think I want things to be. My opinion. I want things to be better for women, and I
So
want
you
to
don't
be.
want actual equality.
I don't. But again, this is my opinion. My opinion. I
Okay.
don't think men and
She's
women.
speaking for all women. Go ahead.
I don't think men and women are created equal. Like we have different things, ebbs
Yeah.
and flows, where we
I
think
could
we're.
never say that shit.
Only a small percentage
And
of
I'm
us
just
have
saying
titties.
we're made differently. Obviously, we have a different genetic makeup, so I think we're meant to
Well-
complement each other. But I do.
You're meant to be subservient to us. I agree.
I said
And
compliment.
I was shitting on women.
But I just want
funny when I
to
do it.
be.
You just sound like a bad
I
person.
just want people to understand. Some people don't understand why women feels like they need to do like they don't understand.
So
like,
because
the
here's
pay
the
gap.
thing, equality is if a woman starts shit with me and I punch her in the face, you just got hit in the face. Because let me give you a good example.
Oh, you seen some action movies? Some
Well, we should-
there's some badass.
we should not have picked this topic.
Hold on. Let me watch this. Watch me work. Watch me work.
I'm gonna go poop. I'll be
All right.
back.
All right. So let's say I start a fight with another man.
Yeah.
Let's say he's 6'6". All right. I start a fight with him. He punches me square in the face. What would your response be? Assuming I'm not your friend, just a random dude, started a fight with a dude like 6'8" inches taller than him and they got punched in the face. What would your response be?
Oh shit.
Okay. It would probably be, that's what you get for starting a fight with somebody a fucking foot
Yeah.
taller than you. All right. So if men and women are equal, and a woman who's 5 feet tall starts a fight with me, and I sock her in the fucking face, I should not then be a monster.
All right.
Because she got what she deserved
I'm
according
not-
to y'all.
I'm not sure that's equal.
That's
though.
equal. That is equality.
No. What I think is,
See,
well,
that's why I said it's like I don't think.
I think the
made
problem is
differently.
it's kind of like the defund police thing, which is like a terrible way of phrasing it. I also think equality might be wrong because it's like it's a relativity to it. Obviously, we're not gonna have a boxing match with like Layla Ali and Tyson Fury. It's not that it's not because we don't want to treat them unequally.
kick your ass. So
Why am I getting strays? I know
She
this.
fucked my shit up. I don't
No, but she wouldn't fuck up Tyson Fury.
She
You know
would
what I'm saying?
wring my fucking neck.
We get the most stuff, but it comes down to like the equal pay things. Like if you are able to perform a job the same way as Bob,
and that is just such a small thing. Like that's what I said with equality. Like being paid equally. That is such a.
But
very
wait,
No, I'm with
easy-
that.
but wait,
I don't-
But like
but wait,
the whole, like, the
but
whole
wait,
punching someone.
but
that's-
wait. Let's just say you have a woman down in Alabama who's just as capable as Billy Joe, and they're running for office. I mean, just straight up, this dude is gonna probably win over her, more than likely. I'm not saying. And also on the flip side, for guys,
I have no idea what he's talking
Where is this going?
I have
This
no
is not
idea.
what
I
we're
ain't just talking shit.
about. What are we talking about politicians
Yo,
now?
all I was saying was I was just being funny saying that women don't really want equality. But when it comes to like
He wasn't
equal
being funny.
pay and like all that shit, like I think regardless of sex, if you do the same job, you should get the same wage. Like period. I don't think women should be treated like second class citizens.
Right.
Like I think ultimately women still have a certain amount of power over men that I feel like they haven't fully realized.
Maybe the bigger story is this. I feel like women have more power than they realize, and they can control this shit way more than they realize. Like they don't have to fight with this the way they are with the equal pay and all this shit is the way they do. Because if you're like, look, we're not gonna do this unless you start treating us this way. You know what I'm saying? Like if you band together, I'm not saying we all have to be out here and be feminists with a fist in the air or anything. I'm just saying
The problem is, like La was saying earlier, it's like when you have when they have labor disagreements, let's say in like a sports league, right? So you got
Yes.
the owners, you got the players. The reason why the owners always win is because there's like 30 owners and thousands of players. Like there's just too many players to get them all on
Right.
the same fucking page. It's the same thing with women. Like women could take the fuck over if they could all work together, but there's just too many women in different walks of
that
life
makes
and
sense.
different situations
Yeah.
for them to all be on the exact same page.
Yeah.
But I feel like even once we have like equal pay, equal treatment amongst the sexes, there's still going to be a certain gap, I'll call it, between men and women, certain power that women will have.
Yes.
Because even if we're all treated equal, dudes will do anything for pussy. Anything.
That was like one. Oh, yes. All right. Basically, I'll put it this way. I'm not going to solve it. You're not going to solve it. We're not going to solve it.
I mean, I could.
No. Well, I mean, if women are cool with how things are, whatever's going, that's cool. If they are cool in the direction it's heading, I don't know.
What you mean by those people?
What do you mean? What did I say?
You said those people. If those people are cool with it,
Women. If women are cool with like the progress
You
they're
didn't say
making.
those people.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean those people?
Okay. All right. So let's pause the heavy. Actually, you know what?
We have
Let's pause the heavy shit. We'll get into something a little bit lighter. So we talked before on the last episode, 33, 34, whatever it was, about a
Where are
rapper
we?
by the name of Pooh Shiesty.
Yes.
I lovingly refer to him as Mr. Shiesty because I don't want no smoke.
Respect.
Because he will shoot the shit out of me.
Yes.
Shout out to Memphis. So we talked about him, letting y'all know on his anthem Back in Blood that he don't need security. He's got his own fire in the club.
You know what I mean?
And somebody knocked some money out of his pocket. He pulled out a gun, shot the club up, and in him shooting up the club, he accidentally shot a security guard in the leg. Was the story.
Allegedly. No, not even allegedly.
That was the
that
alleged
was the story. Yeah, you're right.
That was the alleged story. So now, in the plot twist of all plot twists, the witness against Mr. Shiesty has taken his story back.
Yes, he has.
Apparently, the bullet in his ankle is not real. It was a figment of his imagination.
Bullet?
He says, to his knowledge, Mr. Shiesty never had a gun. Certainly, if he did have a gun, he wouldn't have fired it inside a crowded club. And he does not know what this investigation is
Well,
about.
apparently the security guard had taken a lot of Percocets, according to his story. And when you're like fucked up on things, you start remembering things that didn't happen.
Yeah, sometimes you think you got shot when you didn't.
I mean, so
it's crazy.
To him, what he thinks may have happened is the fan made a loud noise. It fell or something. Is that what he said?
I mean, he just heard a loud noise and just assumed it was gunshots. And then he, at the same time, simultaneously, coincidentally, also felt like a thing in his leg.
Yes.
That turned out to just be the perks messing with his nerves. It wasn't a bullet in there.
No, I mean what he says is Brother Shiesty for sure was not shooting.
The honorable
Shooting.
Brother Shiesty.
The honorable Brother Shiesty was not shooting anyone, as we could see.
But next plot twist,
Yep.
judge still won't let him out of jail.
Still won't let him out.
Got his bond denied because they're claiming he's a menace to society when really I feel like he is hope for his community.
Yes,
but
my
once
brother.
again,
Uh-huh.
the white man
Yes.
sees what you could be
Speak on it.
and tries to snuff you out. When really, Mr. Shiesty is the rose that grew from concrete.
Wow.
And is a shining example to all of us.
Yes, my
that
brother.
you too can go from selling drugs to selling these records.
Yes, my
But
brother.
They don't want to see us prosper.
And if I'm not mistaken, is the Second Amendment not a thing?
I mean, does it not cover African Americans as well? Is he too not allowed to carry his firearm? Is he not allowed to bear arms?
Brother, I'm going to give you some glasses because your third eye is wide open.
Wide open. And he was in Florida, which happens to be an open carry state where
Wow.
one is allowed to stand their ground, yet they want Mr. Shiesty to fall to the ground and
Yes.
cower to the white man.
So,
Wasn't it the same Pooh Shiesty who shot up a club?
whoa,
Excuse me.
alleged.
Whoa,
Not even
whoa.
allegedly.
He allegedly shot up a club.
The story was until the victim of Brother Shiesty woke up.
He recanted and said,
recanted
you know
his
what?
statement.
I was out of my right mind because I like to do recreational drugs.
Yes. And
said
he
nothing
realized
actually happened.
that he had made a mistake against Brother Shiesty, who has turned a new leaf, who doesn't just shoot in clubs.
Why would he?
Why would he?
Law, can you explain?
I don't know.
Why do you want to see
Exactly.
Mr. Shiesty in shackles?
I don't.
But Judge
Exactly.
I don't.
And the hating ass judge wants him to stay in jail, claiming he's
Free
a
Brother
menace
Shiesty.
to society.
does. Because if the victim who was shot
Says he was not
said
shot.
he was not shot, hey,
If the allegations do not fit,
you must have quit.
So I don't understand why he's still in jail. But that being said, speaking of people wrongfully accused of things,
Yeah.
probably our last topic for this week. Let's talk about your man, Michael Jordan,
Okay.
versus
Okay.
number 33.
Anytime you say it's your man, it's always
Scottie
somebody
Pippen.
terrible. I do like Jordan. Oh, yeah. This is good.
So your man, Scottie Pippen, famous for getting his wife taken
Scottie
by Future.
Pips. Yep.
Shout out to Larsa Pippen.
Hey, this nigga's been putting up all types of like little pictures on Instagram trying to look cool and shit with the dreads, and he's like 50 something. Relax.
Yo, he dresses like he's 20 something.
Yes.
That shit is sad.
Son.
And it's like,
Let your legs breathe.
I feel like, and maybe this is just me hating because I'm not tall. You can't be 6'8" dressing like the young kids. You just look like a dick.
Nah. Especially when you're
Like,
6'8".
he's too rich to be dressing like
Especially when your pants are meant for people my size, like my height.
that. Yo,
Brother,
son,
relax.
He's definitely wearing custom jeans.
Yeah,
Those
but-
custom bootcut jeans.
But inform the people how he's trying to get his story out.
So all right. So we
Also,
all saw,
before you start, shouts out to Jarvis. Continue.
all right, we all saw The Last Dance, which was a documentary that. So initially,
Great documentary.
there was a camera crew that followed the Bulls during Jordan's last season with the team. Supposed to be just basically chronicling behind the scenes what was going on.
The Last Dance.
But Jordan has shit set up to where any footage involving him, he has the right to say, what happens with the footage. So it went from a documentary about the teams last year together, their last run at a championship, to basically being a documentary that was 10 hours of bigging up Michael Jordan and talking about how he's better than the rest of all you bitches. And the only segments that were about Scottie Pippen were number one, Scottie Pippen's a bitch for taking $11 million over 10 years. Jordan was definitely like, look at that broke ass bitch. Getting excited over crumbs.
Yeah.
He was like, I would never.
Yeah.
Then the second time they talked about him was, look at this bitch ass nigga holding his back. If you don't get the fuck up and get back in this game. And so Scottie
took that personally.
he did. He did not like his portrayal in the documentary. He said that Jordan didn't win a single title without him. Facts.
That is very true.
And he said he felt like he didn't get his just due. That, people talk about him like he's Robin to Jordan's Batman when really it was two Batmans. And I have to say, pump your brakes, Scottie.
That's not true.
Pump your brakes,
Maybe
Scottie.
Nightwing, but not another Batman.
Maybe you were a grown ass Robin, but you weren't.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, that's it. You're
And
not. It was not
here's
two
the thing.
Batmans.
Here's the thing.
Batman.
Let me ask you: if you were Scottie, would you feel slighted?
I'm not gonna lie. If I am in Scottie's position, I don't give a shit. Don't care.
Well, that's the thing to me is like you
Don't care.
No matter what Jordan said about you in this documentary, like how he portrayed you, like history is history. Like all my stats are there.
It's there.
All the highlights are there. Like I'm Scottie motherfucking
Yes.
Pippen.
As every rapper who isn't selling well says, the real ones were respected. You know what I mean?
Well, but that's the thing. It's like there's been, thousands of players in the
Yes.
NBA, and everybody agrees.
Everyone knows
that
Pip.
no matter where you rank him, Scottie Pippen is one of the 50 best players to ever
Yes.
play in the NBA, like of all time.
And that's like in stone. That's been said. That's the thing.
But he's saying his beef is that there's like a whole new generation that doesn't really know his career.
Bro,
and now just think he's like
he
a
has-
bitch who was hanging around.
He has to
Jordan.
all right, two things. One, Michael Jordan is considered by most as the greatest, including me, as the greatest player of all time. Two, in this age, there are kids who talk shit about Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
They say LeBron is better.
Yes. Like it's so
Those kids have mental handicaps.
no matter what it is, facts. No matter what it is, people are gonna forget about you in a way, to a point. No matter
But that's the thing. To me, I'm just like, yo, Scottie, you're a grown ass man. Why are you
Yes.
seeking validation from Michael
from
Jordan?
kids though. And Jordan.
Well, it's like he wanted Jordan to be like, oh my God, I love Scottie. I couldn't have done it without him. You know what? I would say the same thing to Scottie.
Clearly he didn't watch the documentary. That's not happening.
The same thing to Scottie that I would say to y'all. It's just words to live by. It's just quit acting like a bitch.
Basically.
Just quit acting like a bitch.
Basically.
And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up.
Yeah,
episode
we
35.
gotta get Law out of here.
Law's got places to be.
Hey,
we're not gonna tell you where she's
we
going.
gonna tell what you're
We're not
doing.
gonna tell you where she's
Hey.
going, but there may be a follow
But
up.
I tell you what, yeah, next week it depends on how she shows up, and we'll tell you what she was doing. All right.
All right. Anything else you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Nope. It's good to be back. Sorry for the wait. We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah. Hey, fuck bitches, get money.
You heard?
We out.